All right, well, developing tonight a new strategy from Democrats to wrestle congressional control back from the GOP in next year's midterms. The party, still struggling to unify, is now turning to military veterans to join its 2018 ticket. Democrats say a candidate with a military background appeals to independent voters, a key factor in taking back the White House. Here now to debate those efforts, former Navy SEAL and Trump supporter Carl Higbie and Robin Biro, former Army Ranger and a Democratic strategist. I'll start with you first, Robin. What is this new effort by Democrats to recruit veterans? Tell us about it.
You know, honestly, this is nothing new. Veterans have always been embraced by the Democratic Party. We pride ourselves on being the big tent party. We've always welcomed people of all races, religions, sexual orientations. Like I said, we're the big tent party, and that includes veterans. We have huge veterans outreach. I'll tell you that Hillary Clinton actually had more veterans on her Facebook page than did Donald Trump. So she had a huge outreach.
Okay, but there does seem to be a concerted effort in this case, though.
There should be, and you're right, there should be, because anybody who, well, let me tell you this right now, the highest respected organization right now in the United States country is the Department of Defense. It used to be the FBI, but I think they've now recently fallen out of favor somewhat because of recent turmoil. So that does make sense, and I agree with you. You're correct that these get more moderate voters, they get more independent voters. So this is a very smart move. I myself come from the Army branch of service, where our Army values are loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Who would not want that in an elected official?
All right, but Carl, what we do know is that Democrats are meeting with military vets, trying to recruit them in hopes that this is a good strategy for them for 2018. To this, you say what?
Well, I think that, you know, he mentioned all those qualities, but I don't think that's the Democratic Party. I mean, you have Tom Perez using profanity in front of 8-year-old children. I think long time we've seen that the Republican Party recruits vast numbers of the military branch, almost 80%. And sure, I followed the Hillary Clinton page because I wanted to know what the hell she was doing. But if you're a military veteran out there right now, you can go to greatusproject.com, and I will help you unseat some of these Democrats that are trying to take seats away from Republicans.
So to that point, Carl, I'll stay with you. How is the GOP going to combat this strategy on the part of Democrats?
Well, I think this is something that I think the Republicans have actually taken for granted, is the fact that Republicans will just always, attract the veteran community. But the fact is, we do need to continue to, and that's why I've reached out and started to recruit veterans right now, because we are trying to get them to run, and obviously they do make great candidates because they fought for their country. We want to keep them going. I think the morals of the military service coincide perfectly with our constitutional democracy. Sorry, go ahead.
And Robin, it does appear that this is yet another strategy that Democrats are trying to employ because they are still reeling from the 2016 losses.
Absolutely. I don't dispute that. We are looking for ways to organize and prepare for 2018 and 2020. And an obvious one is to go to our veteran community, because they embody these values. And a lot of us still have security
clearances. So what is the response that you're getting?
The response that full speed ahead with veterans and their service, if they've been honorably discharged, full speed ahead. We are ready to work with you. I myself am political director for the Fulton County Democratic Party, and we are actively recruiting veterans who have honorably served, and we honor their service. I want at this point to recognize my airborne ranger in the sky, Sergeant First Class David McDowell, who died on his 7th combat mission in Afghanistan at 30 years old. So I just wanted to do that on Memorial Day. It's important to me. But, you know, the Democratic Party, like I said, this patriotism doesn't know a party. We are both very patriotic parties.
Well, thank you, and we will remember him. We've got to leave it there. Thanks to both of you for joining us.
Thank you, Sandra.